Okay, hello, dear students. Good morning to all of you. We can start our today's history class. On the last class, we have discussed about the social divisions of the France as well as the occurrence of the subsistence crisis in France during the time of the Louis XVI rule. Okay, now we are come to discuss next topic, the topic 1.2. You can see that how a substance crisis happened. That means you can see there a flow chart or a figure for the cause of a substance crisis. Okay, and you can see that a box was given on the right side of that flow chart. Okay, there are some hints are there, such as food riots, scarcity of the grain, increased number of deaths, rising food prices, weaker bodies. So we want to use or we want to fill these columns, the blank boxes, by applying suitable words from this box. Okay, you can see that the first box already have filled. Okay, you can see that the bad harvest. So due to the bad harvest, what happened? It will leads to the food scarcity. Due to the bad harvest, what happened? To us occurred the food scarcity there. Okay. Then food scarcity, which leads to the what? To the increased number of the increased number of deaths. Sorry, increasing of the food price or the rising of the food prices. Then, as a result of this high food price, what is the next? It was already given there. The poorest can no longer buy bread due to the high price of the hike of the bread. What was happened? The poor people not affordable to purchase the bread. So it will create two problems. One was the weaker bodies due to the starvation and poverty. The health condition of the people is became weak. They are became weaker bodies, and also people will start the riots or so-called food riots will occur. Okay, food riots will occur. So due to these weaker bodies, which is causing to the disease epidemic, the extension or the spread of the disease and the different epidemics. Okay, this leads to the increasing number of deaths, as well as the food riots also leads to the increasing number of deaths. Okay, then next topic 1.3, a growing middle class envisages an end to privilege. A growing middle class, that means middle class is that new people, they were emerged as a new social group in France during the 18th century. Okay, actually they were the people belongs to the third state. Even though they were in the third state, they are more prosperous and educated people. The people such as big merchants, court officials, lawyers, etc. They were the people. Can see in that this one. Okay, the big businessmen, merchants, court officials, lawyers, they are the people converted as a new middle class in France during the 18th century. This middle class, they were envisages, they are desired to end privileges based on the working. The word privileges already we have studied. Okay, the first and second state people, clergy and nobility, they are enjoying the many different form of privileges by birth. They were excluded from the tax payment clergy can collect tax from the farmers, nobility can follow the feudal system. So such a different privileges and rights were enjoyed by this first and second state. So this third state, middle class people, they were demanded to end, to stop the such privileges and rights which was enjoyed by the first and second state of the French society. Okay. Even though there are the many examples are there, the peasants of the France conducted many struggles and revolt against the rising food price and other substance issues. But that all struggles and revolts were lacked the well planned as well as the lack of leadership. So it was almost a failure, or it was suppressed by the rulers. But in this time of the 1789, as a result of the substance crisis, these new middle class people, the merchants, court officials, lawyers, and other educated middle class people, they were started to revolt and struggles against the clerical privileges and the noble dominance and despotism of king. Okay, they demanded that in society the merit of a man was not based on by birth, but it should be based on his capacity or ability. Okay, that means they think that to give the privileges or position in the society, it was not based on the birth. It should be given as the merit or the status of that man. Okay. So, in addition, these merchants and officials, big businessmen, such people, they were educated as well as wealthy people. They were prosperous. The merchants earned their wealth through the overseas trade, and the big businessmen earned their income from the manufacturing of the cotton and silk cloths and exporting of these items. Then court officials and lawyers, they have a fixed salaries there. So these people are somewhat prosperous and educated. But in social sense, they were only belongs to third state, and that is why these people this time started to react against such a state divisions or the discriminative social divisions in France. Okay, now we can stop today's class. We can discuss further on the coming classes. Thank you for all. Good morning.